Lately, it has been revealed by stats that the top 10% of men in the dating pool are basically getting all the casual sex. Of course, it's easy. They are usually young, pretty, and have rocking bodies. The others in the top 10% tend to buy their way in. You're listening to the Mistress Code. I'm Racy Wild. As a very promiscuous cougar dominatrix, it is way easy for me to get a lot of men interested. I generally hit one of their sex bucket list items: dominatrix, cougar, sugar mama, older woman, 50-year-old, gilf, Australian, international, ex-pro dancer, etc. But because of my experience, I don't usually go for the top 10%. Some catch my attention, I must admit, but with most, I don't want to risk having bad sex. I bet you didn't expect that. Yes, from all the people I've been with, CEOs, rock stars, reality TV stars, lawyers, elite gym trainers, sport athletes, Ironman champions, and for some reason, many MMA fighters and pro boxers, they know how to take a punch. And yes, guys in finance, I seem to be their type. Those dudes have a lot of stress, so seek out more adventurous sex to escape the pressure of their job. So I have some clue into the sexual ability of the top 10%. I can tell you, the more sex a guy has, it doesn't mean he's better at it. I've met some guys who have had over 100 casual partners, and they are boring in bed. Often, they are one-trick ponies, rough, hair-pulling, ass-spanking primals. When I ask them, yeah, what else you got? They got nothing. They tell me that this is what all the other girls want. Yes, it's true. Most inexperienced women like to feel hyper-desired from men. And so a man being aggressive and demanding in bed makes them think he likes her so much he can't control himself. But these are inexperienced vanilla women who haven't had enough sex to know any better. For someone like me, I expect a man to have skills, have strategy, and know how to create passion and intensity without hair pulling or spanking. I expect him to bring his A game, because I will always bring mine. I am not a submissive woman. I'm a dominant woman. So if a man wants to pull my hair and spank me, he'll get it right back from me, but harder and with more skill. The problem with the 10% is that it's easy for them to get sex, so they don't necessarily have to be good at it. Many are lazy, so lazy. And I'm presuming their women lie to them about their quality of sex, because the women have gone gaga over their looks and likely want to husband them up. So the 10% think they are pretty good in bed because women aren't telling them the truth. I have two of my 10% boys I'll compare. They're actually men, of course, but because I'm a 50-year-old cougar, I call them boys. One is stunningly gorgeous with a body to drool over. He's 28 years old, good career and building businesses, and girls throw themselves at him. He's constantly complaining to me how it's difficult to hook up with girls because even though the deal is just casual sex, they always want more. Now, he's had over 100 casual experiences, and you would think that would make him pretty great in bed. Nope. He's one of the worst I've had. You'd think he'd have a few trademark moves by now, but he is boring in the regular sex department. I keep him only because he's a masochist and his talents lay elsewhere. But with just general sex, I'm slowly teaching him, but he emotionally shuts off and puts blinkers on, and I can sense this is a protection response so his sexual partners won't get too emotionally attached to him. It means he's not adventurous or innovative, because to be that, you have to be vulnerable with the person you're with, and he doesn't want to be vulnerable. My other boy is very cute with an amazing body for his age. He is only 22 and is on the track to being an amazing fuckboy. He's charming with positive, infectious energy. He has that jock confidence. So cocky, I just want to slap his smirks off his face. He has had only 25 casual meets, which is not bad for a 22-year-old, but they have all been with women around his age. And basically, he is bored of them. They aren't good at sex, and he wants to be able to be with women who will help him develop his sexual talents. Me. However, even though he is so young and doesn't have that much experience, he is quite good at regular sex. He knows his body and what it can do. But what he is exceptional at, he is emotionally open to his sexual partner. This, of course, could be because he hasn't been soured from all the girls wanting to husband him up yet. So my boys want an ability to be emotionally involved and vulnerable in their sexual experiences to feel free to be adventurous and explore, experiment, and innovate. These are 10% guys. Yes, they are younger. So let me tell you about the 10% guys who are 35 plus. Let me just say this. I'm just glad that I'm a dominant woman, so no matter the skill level or talents of the man I'm with, I always get the sexual experience I want. If I left it up to the man, I'd be regularly disappointed. I've had about 100 casual, regular sexual experiences since I moved to Spain 2 years ago. Yes, a lot of them with locals, but also with many internationals around Europe, even some from the Americas. That also means both North and South continents, traveling businessmen and holidayers as such. A lot of the 35 plus have usually been in long-term relationships and marriages, so this actually makes them bad at sex. In long marriages, most only have sex once or twice a month if they are lucky, and an alarming amount are sexless. Not to mention, they have to do what she wants to get sex, which is very boring because she is often inexperienced in sex, being the low body count wife. So, a lot of older men are out of practice. Yes, enthusiasm makes up for it, but I find that most haven't been able to develop a sex strategy that accommodates their changing function. They are trying to do it like 20-somethings who are trying to do it like porn stars, and it's just not working for them. For the older top 10%, they have a pressure to perform, to make their success in other areas, physical, financial, or social, be validated. And this pressure is killing their sexual ability. So even though the top 10% all round is getting all the booty, they offer low quality sexual experiences because they are just plain bad at sex. There are anomalies, of course, and they are the ones who are my Pokemons.